So today we are going to be working on building some Mosaic Madness pieces, and I just wanted to go live. Just felt like a fun, easy way to show you guys what I'm working on. Today is the first day we are doing like a good bit of building. So I'm going to show you the piece that we are going to be working on. It's a round piece, and I just cut down some wood on the table saw, and I'll show you guys here in a minute. But this is the piece / design we're going to be working on. So a lot of pieces, a lot of cutting to do. Hopefully you guys can hear me. If not, I will plug in my mic as well. So once some people jump on, I'll get some feedback. See if it will help if I have the mic on. The only bad thing when I'm wearing the mic is the saws will be really loud. So I figured with today being mostly the miter saw, it would be a good day to go live and show you guys what's going on. So let's jump into it. So this one, actually, let me grab some pieces that I just cut down. So this Mosaic Madness is going to be pretty different from some of my other ones, but I just cut down some cedar, which I don't know if you can see the color variation there, but it's so pretty because it has, this is even a better piece. It has so much as far as like different waves of color. Now I know cedar is like a pretty soft wood, so I definitely am gonna have to sand this down and get, like you can see, there's a lot of notches and stuff like that in this piece. But it's so pretty, and it smells good. And then I did cut down some purple heart as well. So like these two together with like a white oak, I think is gonna be so pretty. But I'm gonna turn you guys around and then we'll be able to work on this piece together for the day. So, like I said, once some people start jumping in, I'll be able to tell mic-wise if I need to wear it or not. I'm hoping not, but we'll see. If you guys can hear me, let me know how the sound is. I don't have a mic plugged in right now, so if somebody could let me know, that'd be awesome. And is the saw too loud? I think I might need to cut some more of this piece on the table saw, so I'm just gonna go ahead and move you guys so we can get some more MDF cut. Let's see, what's the best place to move you? But basically, if you're just jumping in, we are working on building this piece right here. No colors yet, so I'm kind of picking that as I go. But to get this piece right here, I need to cut some more thin MDF, and that's gonna go right here. So I've got to get some of this on the table saw because I don't think that I have any more of this. This is probably 1/2 inch if I had to guess. So. I cut a bunch of other wood as well today. I just got this, which I believe is hickory, and oiled it just to see what the color would look like, and it's stunning. It's not probably going to be in this piece that we're working on today, but man, I'm excited for that. It's a really deep, like reddish brown. Very, very pretty. Alright, we're trying to set you up here. Come on. There we go. But I do need to get some more of the MDF. Hey Malachi, so working on some wood mosaics today, but I realized I need to cut a few other pieces, so I'm cutting that now and then we'll go back to the wood piece. Mosaic. So if you're just jumping in, we're working on a wood mosaic. Needed some MDF pieces cut to start. I realized I didn't cut these earlier this morning. But now that we have them, I think we're good to keep building. So I'll take you guys back over to the piece and I'll show you what we're working on. So don't mind the movement. But every March I build a bunch of wood pieces. And this is what we are working on now. So I'll show you guys the piece. So it's going to be kind of like a tribal round. I cut the middle, but I needed some of these to be MDF. So we're going to work on that now. Of course, this pencil doesn't have lead. Basically just look at the picture that I drew and cut depending on that. So it's not super like measured out. Sometimes I don't even sketch them before I just start building, but this one, since I have a rough idea, it's going to make it a little bit easier to build. All right, so we got the cross, so now we got to do something on each side of it. I know I drew it kind of like thinner, but I think I might use some of the purple just to have something pop, because I think this is going to be a lot of white oak, cream, and pops of purple. So basically, actually, now I think about it, I might run some more of this to thin it out as well, to get the thinner pieces. We'll see. I think that would be a good idea. Okay, I think we are going to do that, so I'm going to take us back to the table saw to get these tiny pieces for the inside. I have some more cedar in my wood closet, so I need to go grab that, but I'm going to move you to the table saw again. A lot of moving today. You can see the craziness that is happening in the shop right now. So we got our thin pieces. I knew this one was going to break because it had a knot in it, so I was a little nervous about that, but we got our pieces, and cedar just smells so good. All right, back to the piece. Sorry for all the moving. If you guys don't like the moving and you prefer me to like just keep you on the piece, even if I'm not in shot. Let me know. It might be a better solution. Oh, you love? Yeah, okay, so this is my first time working with cedar. So good to hear that you like it. I actually got like a off-cut like seconds piece. So it was a lot cheaper just to buy some like random pieces that the website called seconds. So I'm excited to play with it. I mean, this is all like a playing excursion for me, basically. So that's awesome to hear that you love it. I'm planning on doing cedar and purple heart in this piece, along with some white oak and, ooh, great for repelling insects. Didn't know that either. But I'm doing a lot of white oak, cedar, and purple heart in this piece. What have you used cedar in? I'm just curious of like what other people use it in. This is some of the purple heart in it together, which I think is so pretty. All right, so now that we have these thinner pieces to match up with this, we can run these together. Several blanket chests. Yes, I've definitely seen some furniture out of cedar. I love that. Just the smell is so good too, which always sounds weird, but it really is. I can definitely tell it's like a very soft wood, though. Okay, so these are gonna go on each side of these like little arrows here. Yes, it's soft. Yeah, like I said, this is my first time playing with it, but I could tell even when using the miter, I'm getting some like chip out, which might be the blade I have on it as well. It's pretty. It's got not a lot of teeth. How about that? Slash, it's been on there for a while, so it might be a little dull, but we'll see. We'll see how she cuts. Okay, perfect. Thanks for the advice. I appreciate that. Yeah, because I can tell, I mean, you can see the chip out there on the corner. That cut was a little bit better. And it's okay if it's a tad, because I am gonna sand all of these. Probably just like a little round over, but I might need to slow down just a tad. I gotta take a little bit off that one anyway, so. Just that color is so pretty. All right. Today, but that cut was a lot better, so that was good advice. Much cleaner. So this is where it's going to get a little trickier for the inside build. In case you guys are just jumping in, this is what I'm trying to replicate. So I'm working on these skinny pieces right here, if you see what's going on, but I will have to cut some corners off to get both of these pieces to fit in there. So there'll be a little maneuvering within the inside of this. But I think for right now, I'm just gonna cut all the pieces and then see what I need to take off of each piece. I'm gonna center you guys just a tad more so you can see the whole project. Hopefully no more moving after this. There we go. Gotta make sure I'm cutting the right side here. Oh, they're actually the same. So I do cut them a tad long, and then I take my pencil, if you can see there, and really just pencil out how much more I need to shave off to get the angles to be even with each other. And then a double check is just lining it up with the piece right before it. Again, can see that that one's a pinch long, so I could always come in here as well and just make sure those two lines line up there. So also when you're building from the inside out, it's really important to take the time to like secure things. And obviously with the MDF, I need to paint it. So I'll only cut probably these next couple pieces and then go to a point where I'm sanding and painting to get like the inside set. So as I'm continuing to build, pieces aren't shifting around, because right now they are. And that makes everything harder to like keep in line and get the measurements correct. Because like I said, I'm kind of building this by eye. I don't take like specific measurements. I build based off of my sketches. So that makes it a little harder. And that makes it art, but it makes it a little harder for sure. Alright, so now I gotta figure out how I want to overlap these pieces. And I think it's gonna be where I take off the corner and then have them meet as a square inside of here, so. And I'm just using my scroll saw for this, just to take off the bits that I need. And then we'll do the reverse on the piece beside it. All right, so these two are set right now. We still need to do these, but it seems to be working fairly well just using my scroll saw. I will obviously sand them and clean them up just a tad, but we're getting there. Alright, so now that we got the inside cross pieces, I think I'm going to look at cutting the outside pieces of the diamond so that I could fit the other ones in between it. Alright, so I'm already seeing that These look pretty good, except for this set of MDF. I'm gonna have to recut. They're a tad short, which is okay, because I have some more, slash I can cut some more. But I definitely will probably want to attach this sooner than later. That way we can get those inside pieces to be super, super tight. This is where I get really particular of how tight the pieces are. But you can only really do that when everything's attached. Okay, that's looking pretty good now. All right, so I think I'm gonna move into just sanding all these pieces and then get them attached. Just so we can keep moving on. I'm also curious what the cedar is going to look like. I don't know if I'm going to oil it or put on like a flat matte coat. So maybe we'll test that and just see what it will look like. It's so pretty how it is right now. So let's see. We'll grab some oil. So I use the walrus oil, the furniture finish for my art pieces. I'm just curious what it will look like. I feel like it's going to be an oil situation, but we'll see. I feel like that does really change it. It looks... Are you covering the entire circle of pieces? Yes. So if you've ever checked out my channel, I call these like wood mosaics. So I build all around, normally building from the middle out. So this is the first piece of my March Madness collection. Mosaic Madness, as I call it. This is pretty though. I think I'll probably do the oil. It takes a little bit of the bright purple out of it, but I'm kind of okay with that. But yeah, so every March I do like a whole bracket of geometric wood pieces. So it's really fun. It's the time that I get to be creative. Oh, cool. Yeah, you should definitely try it. I will say I've been doing them for a while, and your designs just kind of get more complicated as you keep building them. Like my first ones, when I look back at them, they make me laugh. I'm sure as any woodworker does at their first projects, but yeah, mine get pretty intricate now, and I mix like my paintings and woodworking together. So I've painted my whole life. The woodworking's fairly new within the last like 5 years. So I like mixing the two together. It's a lot of fun. Something very different. And I travel to like art shows in the summer. So it's cool to see like my wood compared to what other people do with wood. It's pretty different, but I think that's a good thing. Sometimes it's a bad thing because people don't know how to receive it, but I think it's cool. It's looking cool so far. All right, where is my sanding block? My shop is kind of in a chaotic state right now. I've lost my sanding block. Oh, there it is. So I normally do like at least round over the edges of all my pieces, which does take some time, especially because I like doing it by hand with the really tiny pieces. But I think it just helps. It helps give it a better finish for sure. Oh, the cedar smells so good. I can really smell it. And so with the MDF pieces, because I paint them, I won't be able to probably attach the inside today. So that's why I work on multiple pieces at one time, because they all are kind of in like a different stage. Because I'll have to prime these pieces and then paint them. So hopefully, I would love to go live almost like every day as I'm building these. So hopefully you guys can pop on when I get back to this piece and attach the inside. But the process is I use like a clean metal spray primer, prime the pieces, let them dry for a day, and then I'll paint it the creamy ivory color I'm thinking for this piece. And I always have to take a ton of pictures because I forget where I'm at in each piece. So this will remind me where I'm at for each one when I take a picture after we're done here. help if I turn it the right way here. Oh, I just realized I need to put a log on the fire real quick down here. It's getting pretty low. I've been distracted with building. So let me pause and go do that real quick. Keep my warmth here in the shop. Oh, thank you for the sub. I just saw your chat. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm planning on doing some longer videos of all these builds. Actually, that's a good reminder. I should probably film some of this. But my ones last year, there was 4 longer episodes, and they're really popular, honestly. Just a lot of behind the scenes of me building. Good reminder, I should probably set my other camera up. Sometimes I just get so into the build, honestly, I just kind of forget to film, which is probably a good thing, but it's like you gotta do all the things as a small business and maker. You gotta film, you gotta post, you gotta build, you gotta do it all. But yeah, so basically when I build all of these, I put them in a bracket and I have people vote on them. I would say the most popular voting area is on my Instagram, because it's a little easier to vote there, but I post them on all my socials so everyone can get a turn to vote for their favorites, and then by the end of the bracket we crown the winner of my wood art collection for March, which is so fun. So we gotta just get these pieces sanded, and then I gotta take these pieces to go get primed. I might be able to prime this later, or I might be able to get this attached later tonight, depending on the primer. The crazy thing with all of these mosaics is like they're such tiny pieces that they're really easy to lose too if I don't attach it right away. So that's also another reason why I like attaching as I go, because the pieces are just so tiny. Sanding is kind of the boring part slash what every woodworker hates. But these with the white oak, I actually don't finish with oil. I finish with a flat matte coat just to keep that really light white color, because it's going to be like painted ivory, the white oak, the cedar, and then I'm not sure where I want to put the purple heart yet, but it's going to be somewhere. I gotta move my big camera in here. Alright, well thank you guys for hanging out. I think I'm gonna jump off live here to just get these painted and primed, and like I said, I hope I can go live here in the next few days, but you will be seeing the first episode of Mosaic Madness here very, very soon, so make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow.